Today started out like any other day would. I got out of bed after my alarm waking me up rudely at 6 o'clock in the morning. My morning routine kicking in, got out of bed, put my clothes on and I went to the kitchen. I popped the kettle on, I put a banana, some oats and some protein and milk into the blender and I made myself a shake. I then sat down at the table and I started to enjoy, as much as you can enjoy that sort of breakfast, I started to enjoy my breakfast, drink my coffee and write my gratitude list. I do a 10-point gratitude list every morning. I always put five things at the bottom that I'm glad I no longer have to do, like commit crime, live under a scaffold, be involved with people that will lead me astray, have poor personal hygiene, etc, etc. And while I was writing that list this morning, I had a message off an old friend to inform me that a very close friend of mine had passed away. Yesterday morning he was found in his bed. He'd gone to sleep and didn't wake back up again. Suspected heroin overdose. There's a lot of fentanyl kicking around the south of this country at the minute. It's being mixed in with the heroin. It's causing a lot of people to go under. A lot of them don't come back. Now, I'm in recovery myself, nearly 17 months, and that affects me deeply that my friend has died. That's another friend. That's the count's over 20 now in the last couple of years. 20 people I know have not made it out of addiction and they've passed away. But plenty of people I know have made it out of addiction and they're living, I would say, perfectly normal lives, but they're living better lives than they had before they were in addiction. Recovery is a wonderful thing. Recovery's taught me to be mindful in situations like this. A few years ago when I was in active addiction, someone around me passed away. I'd go out for a smoke or a drink or a sniff in their memory. I mean, what sort of thing to do is that for someone's memory? That's not the right sort of thing to do. My thinking was so out of the box, you know. I'd say to people, well, if you had this person die in your life, or you had that person die in your life, or this had happened to you, or that had happened to you, you know, you'd use drugs like I did. And they turn around and go, well, that has happened to me and I don't use drugs like that. So I had to realise it was me that was the problem. It wasn't life. Life's going to go on. Life does happen. Our recovery is beautiful, but life shows up. And it's days like today where I've had to really dig into my recovery, into my toolkit, my toolbox, as they say, and bring out the skills that I've learned in the last 17 months of recovery. And the first thing I did was reach out. The first thing I did was message someone very close to me to say, I'd sent a little voice note because I wasn't sure if they were up, just to say, look, my friend's passed away. I'm feeling a bit of a way about it. I'm going to need some support today. And I wouldn't have been able to do that a few years ago, ask for help. I was too proud, I was too egotistical. I was so far away from asking because I thought I could do it all myself. And me thinking that I could do it myself, that led me to be homeless. That led me to go to prison. That led me to nearly overdose myself several times. That led me to nearly losing my leg in hospital after an 8-day stint with an infection. That led me to lose absolutely everything I'd ever built the way that I do it myself. So now, the first thing I do is I reach out. If anyone out there is struggling, reach out. But I didn't just reach out to one person. I waited an hour or two. Then I sent my mum a message. I said, Mum, my friend's died. She remembers him well. I said, my friend's died. She said, give us a call whenever you like. So I had that in place. I went off to see another friend for coffee who I went through rehab with. And we sat and we talked. You know, he was there in a shot, as I would be for him as well, and many other people. You know, and we look after each other and we help each other through these tough days or these tough times. It's going to be a tough couple of weeks now. But recovery's taught me that I need to put something into practice. If I just sat at home on my own and dwelled in my own thoughts, I don't know where that would lead, but I know what talking to people leads to. It leads to me getting through the day. It leads to me feeling slightly more at ease with my friend's passing. Now I know that he couldn't beat his demons, and I wish that he had, and I wished he would, you know, when he was still alive, but he couldn't. But I do know that he's at peace now. He doesn't have to get up on what I used to call the daily grind. Being a drug addict, it's a full-time job. It's from the second you wake up in the morning to the second you fall asleep, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You are on a grind. You are working, trying to do, not working, going out to work and earning money. You're you're trying to score, you're trying to steal, you're trying to do all these bits and bobs to get money, to get drugs. It is a never-ending cycle, but there is a way out of it. I managed to find a way out. I'm nearly 17 months clean, as I say, and I've learned that life can be beautiful, but as I say, life does go on. These things do happen, but to me, I can't stop that, but I can change the way that I deal with that, and that's the important bit. If anyone out there is struggling, please do contact me through the comments. You can get in touch with charities like the Forward Trust, who I work closely with now. Any families that have got loved ones in addiction, if you want to learn a bit more, Google the Forward Trust, go onto their website. They've got some great services for friends and family. They've got fantastic services for people that are in addiction. There's plenty of other services out there. You've got your anonymous rooms. I'm not supposed to mention them on here, but they're out there. You can go to them if you go to Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Alcohol Anonymous, punch them into Google. There's a meeting finder button. Just press the meeting finder button, pop your postcode in it. That will tell you where your next nearest meeting is and what time it is, where it is, and how to get there. They even offer a service where they'll greet you at the door so as you feel more comfortable. Some of them even come and pick you up from a spot. You can say, I want to meet you at this bus stop. They'll come and collect you and take you in there, because anyone that goes to those meetings or anyone that's in recovery, all we want to do is help other people into recovery, help show them that there is a way out of drug addiction. There is a way past a life of crime, and life can get good. I've had to come and sit by the river today. I've been sat down here for half an hour, 45 minutes before recording this video, because I find so much peace by the river. So when things do happen and when life does show up and when people do pass away, like my friend, I'll take myself away. I've managed to speak to people, I've told them where they are, and I'll sit here and I'll digest it. I'll talk to you guys, I'll let you know what's going on, and I'll sit here and I'll figure it out, and I'll go to bed tonight. I'll go to bed tonight clean and sober, and tomorrow morning that means I will wake up in the morning clean and sober, and I will get up and I will start my day again tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please do like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, like I say, pop them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer anything about my life in addiction, and more importantly about how I turned it around and my life now in recovery. Thanks, guys.